From the start, you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you, an embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything, and even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
It turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy. What to do with you now, snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or underground, no one will hear you scream.
Are you trying to offer me something?
If you're reasonable, I'd be willing to pay a tidy sum for your silence.
I need evidence that Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus is involved in this whole affair.
The Mint Master? That's not true. Wouldn't you rather discuss the price of your silence?
How much will you pay me?
Well, what's the price for your silence?
You can't buy me, Buresh.
That's the wrong answer.
He can't leave here alive! Finish him! Take that fucker out, damn it! You wanna try me?
Have you had enough, Buresh?
Mercy! For Christ's sake, mercy!
Underground, no one will hear you scream.
No, please! I'll give you anything you want. Just let me live.
You know very well what I want from you.
But I really don't know anything.
Stop lying to my face. Out with the truth.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's Mint Master, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in turning up to replace Peter of Pisek, and they were even less happy when he started giving them trouble. He'd have a job finding any allies among them. I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy here either. Think what you will, but I like Vavag better than all them Rutards, Piseks, and the other stuck-up mine-owning lords.
So you agreed to help him?
Did I have any other choice? He'd destroy me and find someone else to run the smelting works. I hate to say it, but he knew who to come to.
Wasn't he afraid of Sigismund?
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him, as long as it does. He trusts the Mint Master he installed, and he's got no way of knowing something's going missing along the way. Unless someone tells him.
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who kept records of mining and processing to cook the books. And to keep the Mint Master free of suspicion, he put me in charge of this whole operation. For a tidy pile of coin, of course. In the end, it wasn't even that hard. No one had the slightest problem with earning something on the side of the king's expense. And when somebody got cold feet, we took care of him.
What are you doing with the stolen silver?
Stolen? Such an ugly word. I prefer diverted. Undisclosed.
Whatever. What do you do with it?
It's used to mint groschen. Genuine groschen.
Genuine? I don't get it.
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dies. We're producing beautiful, new, and especially clean groschen. No one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
About the evidence.
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that proves Vavak's involvement in the scheme beyond any doubt.
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never mentioned? Will you give me your word?
You can never be sure about that. I'll leave you in suspense.
At the mercy of a stranger. What a twist of fate. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything you need there. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye. Everything.
I'm sure you have something else. I don't know what, but I have a hunch.
I really don't have anything else. I'll be on my way. I won't say it was nice to meet you, because that wouldn't be true. I hope we never see each other again.
Likewise. I'm here to help you.
What are you doing here?
Get out of here. If the guards catch you, there'll be trouble.
You don't have to worry about the guards. I took care of them.
What about Master Buresh? He was here with them just a while ago.
I talked to Buresh. I reckon he'll be on his way now. Heading somewhere far, far away.
What?
I came to get evidence against Mint Master of Vavak. Where can I find it?
There are some books in that chest over there, but it's locked. And only Master Buresh has the keys.
Leave that to me. I still need the genuine coin die from you. It's another piece of evidence.
Everything we do here is clean. Completely.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from? It's none of our business.
We're just pawns. We're not hurting anybody.
Nobody's saying any different. Like I said, I'm here to free you. The guards are dead. You're free to leave.
Hang on! That's...
It's just the books you're after, isn't it? Well, so take them and go.
We won't tell nobody nothing. We never saw you here.
Tell me more about this place.
I don't know if we can.
Look, he made it this far. I reckon he knows more than we do anyway.
You're probably right. Well, what do you want to know?
How did you end up here?
Through our own stupidity.
We used to work in the mint in the Italian court. Then, one time, we got a bit drunk on the job.
Well, more than a bit.
And the foreman got pissed off and sacked us.
But then, the mint master himself came to us and offered us a job on the side. He said we'd work somewhere else, for him. And so, here we are.
Who's in charge here?
The mint is run by Master Buresh and his people. Especially that big fella. What's his name? Neri?
They're the ones that bring us food and drink. But other than that, the mint master runs this place personally. He visits every week, a friendly bloke, always asks us if we need anything.
We're well taken care of.
Why are they keeping you here?
Well, it's not that we can't leave exactly.
It's just discouraged. It was pretty dangerous around here, what with the bandits and the like.
Don't you miss the world above? Sunshine, daylight?
Not really. Come to think of it, we've got everything we need down here.
They even brought some wenches here for us once. But I'm not really into that, anyway.
We've got plenty of food and drink, and good drink at that.
And coin. When they let us go, we'll be rolling in it.
Why don't you want to leave?
We're just supposed to stay here.
And we're told not to go far. The mint master would be angry.
I'll take care of Vavak. You have my word. With the evidence I'll bring against him, he'll be finished. When I'm done with him, you'll be the last thing on his mind.
You reckon it's really safe that we could go up top?
I'm sure of it.
So, if he says the guards are gone...
Then we could... What do you think?
I don't know. I can't believe it.
Me neither. We're really...
Free! We're free!
free!
Go!
How are things at home?
God! God!
Whoa.
God! God! Go!
Christian?
What?
I got the evidence against Mint Master Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good. Where did you find this?
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
I had a bit of a disagreement with the guards, so I killed them.
Sacre! Well, I suppose it was to be expected someone would be guarding the secret mint. I hope that's all that happened.
The owner of the smelting works, Buresh, tried to stop me. Luckily, he was reasonable and we made a deal.
What deal?
I let him go in exchange for him telling me everything.
I understand. He's clever enough to know when he's walking on thin ice. Be it as it may, I'll get in touch with Buresh and have a talk with him. There's one more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ! Held prisoner!
Vavak locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
I did, but it took some persuading. They were afraid.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious. Let me see.
Here.
What the... It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen by Vivak are absolutely clean! In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Well, the books will have to suffice. His name's there.
I hope so. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Rittard's hands, Vivek won't remain long in his post, and it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove useful to many people, if you take my meaning.
You want to keep stealing from the king?
Oh, come on. Sigismund isn't our rightful king. The less silver he gets his paws on, the less he can pay to his Hungarian cutthroats.
You're right about that.
Now, listen. Here's the plan. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint, only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Burash. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement. And I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivek all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to do is nod.
I just want to save my lord, Hans Capon. That's why I'm doing this.
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. I don't know what you and Ruttard agreed on. That's between you and him. You've heard my offer.
Doesn't that mean you'll be stealing from Ruttard?
Do me a favor. Ruttard will want to be in on it.
How can you be so sure?
If there's one thing I've learnt about silver, it's that it's got one special property. It never stinks. It surely doesn't smell bad to you either, eh? Excellent. You won't regret it. But don't forget, you can blackmail Vivek with the evidence all you want, but leave the path of silver to me. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we'll see each other again. And give my regards to Sir Kunzling. It'll be a great weight off his chest.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
We're gonna gut you, you whore. Show your stuff!
I'm all yours! You wanna try me?
Christ! I'm hit!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Do it! Too slow! Didn't see that one coming, eh?
down. Surely there's a reasonable explanation for this.
You could stick your reason up your arse. I told you something like this would happen. We never should have stopped bringing the offerings.
Your offerings are a blasphemy before God, and this is his punishment. I won't stand for any heathen idolatry here, especially this close to the church.
What's going on here?
As you can see, something slaughtered all these cows.
Not just something. It was that creature from hell. I saw with my own eyes how it fled back to its hole in the mine.
Give it a rest, would you?
I won't. What'll happen when that monster comes for us next?
Seems we've been fortunate running into you then, eh?
I'm Henry of Skalitz.
I'm Marion, the local priest. You look like someone who knows how to fight and isn't scared off all that easily. Just the kind of man for the job.
Tell me what happened from the beginning. What killed those cattle?
I was in my cottage when I heard such strange noises. It made my skin crawl. So I went out and saw this. And that beast what did it running away. How am I supposed to make a living now? These cows were my most treasured possessions.
What sort of strange noises did you hear? Can you describe them in some way?
It was like someone dragging chains along the ground. Neither men nor wolves make them kinds of noises. And demons carry chains so they can catch sinners with them. Everyone knows that.
And what about you? Did you hear it too?
Unfortunately, no. I was in the church when Vladimir sent for me, saying they'd found those carcasses.
Didn't you say you saw someone running away from here?
Not someone, but something. A monster from hell itself.
Just an old wives' tale.
I swear by all that's holy, the beast ran from here straight back to the old mine.
What did the beast look like?
I only saw it from afar. But before it got lost in the thicket, I saw its giant pointed snout.
Couldn't it have just been an animal? Maybe a wolf or a boar?
Can't you see my poor girls here? What kind of wolf would leave wounds like these? Oh, and the monster ran on 3 legs.
3 legs?
Aye, as sure as my name's Vladimir.
You mentioned a pit of hell. Is that located somewhere around here?
That's just a local fable.
It's no fable. In the days when silver was mined here, terrible misfortune took place in the mine. A pit to hell itself opened up there.
The mine shuttering fell apart and the gallery collapsed. That's all.
Shuttering my arse! It was a pit to hell! Shuttering don't just blow up on its own. But hell didn't scare good old Father Richard, so he set off into the tunnels and struck a deal with them demons. Ever since then, we brought food to the mine for them every second Sunday, and they leave us in peace in return.
Father Richard was a crackpot. You're lucky to finally have a normal priest here now.
A priest who forbade us from bringing the offerings, and now you can both see where that's got us.
Has anyone actually looked around in the mine?
Only old Father Richard. Nobody else has ever had the courage. The very mine shaft stinks like hell itself. So we only ever lower a bucket down with the offering, and then clear off quick.
After the cave-in, the miners left to work in Grund. Seems they'd no longer felt the vein was worth the trouble here.
When did all this happen?
It's got to be at least 5 years now.
And you've been taking food there ever since?
That's right. And nothing's ever happened until now, all because our new priest here forbade us from bringing offerings.
Where's Father Richard now?
He returned to his maker not long ago. And now I preach here in his place. The moment I caught word of that foolish superstition, I put a stop to any offerings.
And you can see what that caused.
It's only happenstance. This isn't the first, nor the last time that wolves dare to venture into town.
Vladimir's right. It doesn't look like it was the work of wolves. I don't know what could have done it, but wolves don't make those kind of wounds.
You hear that, Father? And that's coming from someone who's been out and seen the world.
Tell me something about yourselves. so I know who I have the honor of speaking to.
Like I said, I'm Marion, and I come to Old Kutna to preach.
Aren't you, a bit young for a preacher?
I finished my trivium at Prague University last year, and I wanted to continue. But my father decided I'd had enough education and found me a place in the order in Sedlets. So now I implement my theological learning in this lovely county as a preacher.
I'm Vladimir, the mine foreman. I'm the eldest of everyone here, and the people actually respect me. Unlike our this here preacher from Prague. And them cows were mine.
This whole thing is very odd. How do you want me to help?
The massacre of those cattle is a horrible thing. But the heresy that's been tolerated here on account of the former priest is even worse.
Old Father Richard would chase you out of town, you stuffed frock.
Marion may be young, but he's still a priest, and he deserves a bit of respect.
Thank you, Henry. Since you're the only one here uninvolved, I'd like you to go into the old mine and discover the truth of this old wives' tale.
And while you're there, take some peace offering with you. Otherwise, I wouldn't even dare going.
What am I to do with you? All right. Henry, take their offering with you as well. You'll do just as those wretches did before you, and then wait to see if any demons show their faces or not.
Wait for demons? You want to send the poor fella to his death?
Don't listen to him, Henry. Faith in God will protect you, but before you go through the mine, we'll have a look around the village. Then we'll all meet at the entrance to the mine.
All right, I'll help you. But what about the offering?
A bit of food will do. Here you go. We always lowered the food down in a bucket. The main thing is not to go down the shaft yourself, lest you anger hell.
Don't be frightened. It's just an old shaft.
You'll find it to the west of here. The whole area's deserted and most of the entrances are blocked off. You go past the mine buildings until you reach the one that's collapsed to the ground. The mine entrance is next to it. Good luck, lad. You're going to need it.
God be with you.
What did you ever do to anyone?
Excuse me. I hope you aren't snooping around.
Easy, good horse.